Hi, in this video I'll show you how to install PyCharm on Windows. If you are not using Windows but you are using Mac or Linux computers, then please skip this video and see the video where I cover how to install PyCharm for your particular operating system. Right, Windows users. Previously in the course for App 1 we used Thonny. So the Thonny IDE which came bundled with Python. In other words, Python was integrated into Thonny, so we didn't have to install Python. But for PyCharm, we have to install Python separately. So before we install PyCharm, we want to go to the Python official website, python.org, and go over to download Python. Then double-click over the executable. And here you want to select this Add Python 3.9 to path. So select that option and go over to install now. Press on yes and wait for the installation to finish. Close the window and you have successfully installed Python. It's fine if you had Python already installed. So now you have two Pythons installed, and we are going to configure PyCharm for this particular Python that we just installed. So PyCharm is going to use this Python that we just installed. Now let's go to the PyCharm official web page, jetbrains.com/PyCharm, and go over to the download button. You'll see this page. So there's two versions of PyCharm. One is called Professional and it's a paid version. One is called Community. It's free. The Community version is perfect. Now the Professional version has some advanced features which are particularly useful for building web apps. For example, it gives you some luxurious features to work with HTML, JavaScript and SQL. But the Community version is perfect in general for Python. So that's the one we're going to download. Save file and wait until the PyCharm executable is downloaded. Once the file is downloaded, double click it, press yes and follow the installation process. So next, if you want to create a desktop shortcut, you can check that option, otherwise leave it unchecked. If you want to launch PyCharm from your command line, you can check that option, otherwise just leave it unchecked. I usually open PyCharm using the start menu here and search here for PyCharm. That's how I open it, so I don't need to check these two options. This is a good option to have, so check this at open folder as project and check this option to create associations, so that when you double click .py files, these types of files are open with PyCharm. So only two options I'm leaving as checked, and then I go to next, install, and then press on finish. And now you should be able to search for PyCharm among your programs. Press enter and wait until PyCharm starts up. The first time you open PyCharm, you should see this window, so check on that option and go to continue. If you want to send statistics, this is optional. It helps PyCharm developers to improve the program. And then you should see this window. So PyCharm was installed successfully. Now there's another video in this section on how to use PyCharm. In that video I'm going to show you how to create a project in PyCharm, how to configure Python with PyCharm, and how to use PyCharm, of course. You can skip the videos where I show how to install PyCharm on Mac and Linux and go to the video where I show how to use PyCharm. So see you in that video. Thanks.